Dr. Keramati has his own brand of supplements, which are incredibly high quality, and I have been on them since I started seeing him. I noticed that I absorb them better, that I actually don't have any kind of indigestion afterwards. Sometimes vitamins before were really hard for me to digest, and I felt like I would have a stomach ache for about an hour afterwards. I don't feel that with his supplements, and they make me feel good.
Hi, about 6 years ago, I heard Dr. Keramati speaking in the radio about supplements and information about overall human body, and that's how I got introduced to him when I decided to show up and meet with him and ask him about my illness. I am suffering from multiple sclerosis, and I've had this illness for 21 years. And we have had our share of problems from the moment that we met in terms of dealing with my illness. We tried everything in terms of conventional medicine, and I tried every conventional medicine. And as we all know, that they all have side effects. And at the meantime, he was providing me with certain supplements and IVs trying to help me out to overcome spasticity that is intact with multiple sclerosis, and as well as extreme fatigue. He has been able to help me control certain problems and issues that I have with my illness, and one of them is spasticity. And apparently the new supplements that he has provided me is giving me definite strength to deal with the spasticity, and it has reduced it as well. I have been suffering from discoloration in my arms and in my hands basically, and apparently the supplements that he has provided me is helping me out. I don't say 100%, but definitely it has improved by 80%, I can say. As well as discoloration in my feet, that has received some sort of support from these supplements that he has provided me.
I was in a terrible place when I first came to Dr. Keramati. I was refusing to take the only option left for me medically to do an exploratory surgery to find out what was wrong. I could not digest my food, let alone absorb any nutrients, and I was losing weight at a fast pace. My complexion was tired and my skin had lost its vitality. My liver enzymes had become elevated, and my biggest fear was to go into some sort of liver or pancreatic shutdown and be forced to go through the surgery with no hope left. As a last resort, I did come to Dr. Keramati, and I brought all the lab results and the test results. He did a complete evaluation and a few tests which were never performed. In the second part of the consultation and evaluation, he reviewed with me all the conclusion from my lab results, and he added ones that he had ordered. He presented me with a very specific regimen to address my specific needs and problems. And when I agreed to his treatment plan, he told me that I had to adhere to the program for 3 months and have regular evaluations. He also forewarned me if things did not turn around in about 3 months, we might need to think about an IV regimen. That day I agreed to his treatment plan, and it certainly seemed like an easy enough regimen of supplements. It was, for me, a good alternative to an unknown exploratory surgery. And I went home with 3 supplements to help digest my food, get my digestive system back to normal, and to bring back the good needed bacteria back to my intestines. I was also provided with a very unique vitamin to help me get my energy back so that, I could get back to my normal life and ideal weight. In about a month, in one of my evaluations, I realized my weight had stabilized and my digestion was not completely normal, but not as troublesome. And at the 3-month mark, I was eating healthy, did have my digestive system on mine 24/7, and my lab results came back with no abnormal liver or pancreatic enzyme abnormalities. While I was enjoying getting back to normal and so happy, I didn't subject myself to an exploratory surgery for the surgeons to go through my gut, and to see what might or might not be wrong. Dr. Keramati was still studying all my progress and old history to see what might have triggered these problems, and he did narrow it down to the most likely culprit. Today I enjoy a good health, stable weight, and know if I run into any trouble, help is right here with Dr. Keramati.
Taking the supplements have helped me to combat the fatigue that is an ongoing problem with my illness, and I definitely am able to go through my day from 8 to 10 in the evening without having any fatigue. It has given me strength, and also it has given me support to stand up. I have a little bit capability of standing up, and not having the extreme fatigue has assisted me to stand up on my feet, and I'm thankful to Dr. Keramati for all the information and the supplements that he has provided me. In terms of my day-to-day work, dealing with fatigue and also weakness has been a big issue, and it has helped me to get through the day without any problem. Spasticity is awfully painful, and reducing that amount of pain definitely helps me to get through in the evening or during the day. I can't tell you enough how much these supplements have helped me, and the fact that he has so much knowledge about human body and how we interact with supplements, it is crucial and it's very beneficial, and again, thanks to Dr. Keramati that he has supported me throughout the years, and he understands my illness, and I truly trust his judgment at this point. Thank you, Dr. Keramati.
I was, I guess, what you call the all-American girl, career woman, educated, mother. I was pushing my limits and loving it. I had no health problems, but after my first child, I felt different. As much as my mindset was like before, my physical being didn't seem to want to cooperate. I had no visible health problems. Every test from my physician was coming back normal. So the final remedy of what I perceived as high stress levels of life and irregular menstrual cycles, which at times even seemed menopausal, which is absurd because of my age, it was recommended to me to take a birth control pill and an antidepressant. Having a lot on my plate and wanting to get back to my usual self as soon as possible, I agreed. I bit my tongue and I didn't complain, as I was told that I would need some time to get used to these medications and see their effects. By the second month, I had to take a leave of absence from work. I felt like I was sinking into deeper depression with disturbed sleep patterns. I was told the remedy was to try and switch around the medications one at a time and find the combination which would work for me, especially because my blood pressure was creeping up as time went on. But I asked to be tapered off of the medications. I had to put my foot down. I was not about to try anything more dramatic like that anymore. And while I was being tapered off the medications, I researched for a more wholesome, for lack of a better word, type of physician. I had a very thorough initial visit, and even though I was surprised in a good way, I was getting a little skeptical for not immediately getting a prescription or a diagnosis. And after this thorough and extensive evaluation, a lot was revealed, and I was even presented with a prescription, but one that was compounded specifically for my condition. I was told that it was only a temporary status and it would restart my system for a short period of time. And at the same time, there were supplements given to me to control my blood pressure and keep my energy up and balance my hormones. Within a short time, I began feeling so much more like my normal self, and I didn't want to take any more prescriptions. I was told the prescription was only temporary, and I maintained lower stress, normal hormonal balances with the supplements. And today, I maintain perfect health because of Dr. Keramati's supplements only.
L-glutamine is a key amino acid for muscle and GI function. L-glutamine is a primary energy source for the intestinal immune cells and a major amino acid in muscle tissue. The body's ability to produce adequate amounts may be compromised during physiological stress, thus warranting the need for this supplement. L-arginine amino acid assists nitric oxide synthesis. Increased demands for L-arginine, a conditional essential amino acid, can occur during physiological stress or illness. L-arginine supports growth hormone metabolism, tissue repair, energy metabolism, and nitric oxide synthesis. Topicals are preparations made per patient's needs in this office and used by patients in their home on a daily basis. Our topical remedies come in the forms of night cream, day cream, and eye cream. Not only do patients decide to use these products for aesthetic features, they are also used for reducing dark blotches after pregnancy, sun damages, and scars. Some topical preparations work best in conjunction with mesotherapy treatments. For example, the patients will be prepared for about 2 weeks with their individual topical remedies, have a mesotherapy done, and then continue with the same or another individualized cream. Dietary supplements are preparations to add or replace what a body is missing or what we have not consumed enough of, or extra material our bodies need to fight off infections, inflammatory diseases, and cancer, materials such as super antioxidants. At our office, supplements are also individualized. Supplements come in the form of intravenous forms, injected into the veins, and orals, taken by mouth. All of our supplements are formulated by Dr. Keramati, who has a very strong background in biochemistry, the chemistry of the body. Topical creams and intravenous antioxidants are prepared for each patient at the time of service. Oral supplements are made by a reputable manufacturer per Dr. Keramati's instructions. Multi-ingredient packs for morning, AM packs, and evening packs, PM packs. They include antioxidants, vitamins, essential elements, herbs, and much more. These are individualized and formulated by Dr. Keramati for patients who have low energy, want to lose weight, want to prevent inflammatory gastrointestinal and nervous system diseases. Other supplements come in individualized packages, such as borage, green tea extract, detoxifications, probiotics. These supplements are also formulated by Dr. Keramati, and upon reviewing patients' history and an extensive examination, the proper supplements can be recommended. There are many other supplements that are available for many conditions, such as blood pressure control, cholesterol control, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, control of blood sugar, Parkinson's symptoms, Alzheimer's symptoms, and other inflammatory and autoimmune diseases such as lupus and arthritis, prostate and urinary problems, gout, and chronic gastrointestinal stomach problems, including irritable bowel syndrome and inflammatory bowel diseases. Kerapro. This is a hypoallergenic blend of 10 probiotic species developed specifically for the maintenance of a healthy intestinal microflora for both the small and large intestine. Kera Slim, a natural, non-stimulant adjunct for weight management programs. With Kera Slim, patients can eat bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, and other complex carbohydrates as part of a balanced diet, yet limit their caloric contribution. Kera Renal supports bladder and urinary tract. It potentially fights against urinary pathogens such as E. coli. HFR, Hot Flush Relief. This product works well to control hot flashes and other uncomfortable symptoms experienced by women during and around menopause. Hep D Tox. binds intestinal toxins, and supports liver detoxifying effects. This product can be used as an adjunct to short-term detoxification programs or for daily detoxification support. Probiotic supplements help your digestive system stay healthy and function properly. They can help detoxify your gastrointestinal system, replace needed and essential flora, such as bacteria, boost your entire immune system through a healthy gastrointestinal tract, or help with digestion of food when full digestion is not occurring.
A while back ago, I went to Dr. Keramati because I had a stomach infection or a bug in my stomach. And for a while, the pain was horrible. I went to different doctors, we did different tests, there was an ultrasound, there was the blood test, and they couldn't figure out what it was. And when I went to Dr. Keramati, after a consultation and quick couple questions, I guess he just knew what was wrong with me, and he walked me over to one of his cabinets, and there were a great list of supplements in there, and there was a supplement that I think it was a probiotic, and he told me, take 2 of these tablets a day, and you're gonna feel the difference. So I took the supplements, I started taking 2 tablets a day, and believe it or not, right away I felt the difference, and the inflammation, which was caused from acid in my stomach, automatically reduced, my chest pain went away, and life was good again.
I had found Dr. Keramati 4 months ago when I was at my wit's end trying to find a doctor who could help me. I was having serious intestinal problems. I couldn't digest. I was throwing up on a constant every other day basis, and I needed to find somebody who could help me. So I found Dr. Keramati, and he started about 4 months ago doing intravenous injections where he would give me all kinds of combinations and compounds of nutrients and amino acids and different kinds of cocktails, as he liked to call it. And I started seeing myself getting better. I started having more energy. I started not feeling sick all the time. I was not throwing up anymore. And even things that would definitely cause a food poisoning reaction stopped doing that altogether. So I'm so happy with my results with Dr. Keramati, and right now he's just taking me off. I'm petering back about every 6 months now, and I'm feeling great.
Another great experience that I've had with Dr. Keramati was when I had a virus in my system, in my body, and when I went to Dr. Keramati, he injected me with some IVs, and he said that my immune system was very poor, very weak. And believe it or not, at the time when I went to his office, I was in a lot of pain. I had no energy, and I couldn't even work. And after I got a shot, IV shot, believe it or not, I left his office very shortly. I felt like I was going back to normal, and from being the person that couldn't even go to work, I remember I went back to work and I worked till 3 o'clock in the morning as if I was never ever sick and had any problems with my system. I strongly recommend, if you have some sort of pain or virus or anything, Dr. Keramati is definitely the doctor that you want to see to get to the point right away.